King in a comfortable hammock, swung between two palm trees, Roger on a tall golden perch set close beside him. Whenever the reed bird paused to yawn or turn a page, Atto would pull himself up to a sitting position, raise the telescope he always had with him, and gaze long and wistfully out to sea. Many ships passed Atto's island, but never a one in the least resembling the splendid three-masted fast-sailing ship belonging to the pirate. "You'll give yourself a fine squint there," warned Roger one morning, as Atto for about the 100th time raised his spyglass. "And what is the use of it, pray?" inquired Roger grumpily, ruffling the pages of the Book of Barons. "Samuel Salt has probably forgotten all about us and gone off by himself on a voyage of discovery." "No, no, Sammy wouldn't do that," said the king, shaking his head positively. "He promised to stop by for us on the very first voyage he made as royal discoverer of Oz." "Oh, one of those seafaring promises," muttered Roger. "A pirate's promise, huh? His new honors have gone to his head. Quite a jump from pirating to exploring. I'll wager a wing he's gone back to buccaneering and forgotten us altogether." "Now, Roger, how can you say that?" Heaving up his huge bulk with great difficulty, Atto looked reproachfully at his royal reed bird. "Sammy never cared for pirating in the first place," wheezed the king earnestly. "And he was so soft-hearted about planking the captives and burning the ships, his band sailed off and left him. They only made him captain because he was clever at navigating, and you know perfectly well he spent more time looking for flora and fauna than for ships and treasure." "Ah, then I suppose some wild flora or fauna has him in its clutches," observed Roger sarcastically. "And a likely thing that is, seeing the poor captain weighs but 220 pounds and stands 6 feet in his socks." "What a tremendous fellow he was," sighed Atto, sinking dreamily back in his hammock and half closing his eyes. "I'll never forget how high and handsome he looked when Queen Ozma asked him to give up buccaneering and serve her instead as royal discoverer and explorer for Oz. And a fitting reward it was, too, for capturing Ruggedo and saving the kingdom. Ha ha, my lad, that was a day. And we had our share of glory, too. Remember how they cheered us in the Emerald City of Oz?" "Aye, I remember that day, and a good many other days since," sniffed the royal reed bird disagreeably. 6 months from that day Samuel Salt was to sail into our harbor. Well, King, it's been 6 times 6 months, and nary a sail nor a sign of him have we seen." "That long?" asked Atto, blinking unhappily. "That long and longer. 3 years, 11 months, 26 days, and 12 hours, to be exact." "Dear, dear, dear! Then something's happened to him," murmured Atto. "He's either been shipwrecked, captured, or enchanted. I'll never believe Sammy would forget us or break his promise. Never." "Well, whatever you believe, the results are the same." Flipping open his book, Roger prepared to go on with his reading. "And depend upon it," he insisted stubbornly, "we'll never see Samuel Salt again, so you may as well put up your telescope and put your mind on something else for a change. Maybe it's your cooking that keeps him away," finished the reed bird, who felt cross and fractious and contrary as a goat. "My cooking?" roared Atto, roused to honest anger at last. "I've a notion to have you plucked and roasted for that. My cooking, indeed! Show me the fellow who can beat up an omelet, a cake, a batch of biscuits faster than I, who can brown a fowl, broil a steak, or toss out a pan of fried potatoes to compare with mine. Why, I'm surprised at you, Roger." Roger, ruffling his feathers uncomfortably, was rather surprised at himself, for the king was speaking the exact truth. A more skillful man with a skillet it would be impossible to find in any kingdom. Ever since his voyage on the Crescent Moon, cooking had been Atto's chief pleasure and pastime. The castle chef, though he heartily disapproved of a